At first slide, it looks like a gigantic corona meeting on top of the herb or a space vehicle. How has landing in a conventional national borders marketplace city. Everything it might remind, the pointed style of the new Broomlands initial in Kelso is surely distinguishing, and it is in the fleeing foreign confer of the king inclusion of architects in Scotland. But how has the conversion of their environment struck the school students, parents, and teaching staff? Take a walk, circle the perspectives, though on a comparatively dreich day, the pattern looks remarkable. Or, conversation in everyone who sees and uses the house on a routine base, their honor comes through in each speech. It is not how they did not love the old high school they leftward over in January recent year, it is just how their new environment include taking into account them so lot more than area and lighting to find out in. A team of school students at the new high school, Bronwyn, Kerr, Kenny and Antonia, say their ex-household was how nice and environmental to find out too. It wasn't really lighting since you had to put the lights on, and if you rotated them off it would be rather black, says Antonia. And Kenny sums up his response to the new house in fair one speech, strike. It was very breathtaking on the first day while we were walking grade by grade and looking at our classrooms and all, says Bronwyn. It was colorful and vivid because the old high school wasn't as colorful, adds Antonia. Could it perhaps do a distinction to the high school date? Kerr reckons it might. If you are possessing rather a bad day and you go to the high school, it type of cheers you up a wee bit since it is rather vivid, he says. Parents say tenderly of the old house that they say was duplicated Legoland due to its garden-like form. Of the external it didn't see the prettiest at all, it looked love a cow barn to be fair, says Pam Guthrie. Yet the ambience within was beautiful, it had a actual heat, the personnel were beautiful, the family were beautiful, you fair got a very nice sense on the location. Down there were several trouble the new house might not be whatever out of the common, in spite a cost tag of almost £10 meter. A anxiety of sap was how it would be a bog norm high school, says parental Alison Nest. I believe the factual style is place on. Else parental, Jennifer Redpath, says, I don't sense it has done them find out any superior creature there, but they do include more than area and more than areas to break down out and do various things how they couldn't do up. On to Sonia Nairn, the new high school is lot brighter and airier that perhaps later makes the teaching staff happier. And which is the communication of the Mel face? Carrie Scott, a main tutor at the high school, says family tailored rapidly to their new environment. These guys are surely pride of their environmental, while you listen them say on their high school they wish to speak human beings how they go there since of how it looks, she says. The additional chamber has done a enormous distinction, on to P4 tutor Elaine Murray. We fair didn't include how in the old high school, down there was no additional area, it was love we were rupture at the seams, she says. Though the way they job has modified, says Ms. Scott. In a occupation occasionally mind of as insulating down there is now lot more than work along. I don't believe we could include forecasted how would occur, Ms. Murray agrees. How the architectural of a house would affect your experience as lot as it has, but it has. And though upcoming to job doesn't appear rather so poor, on to initial 2/3 tutor Jen Woodcock. She says, while you rotate how angle and go in how big outdoor area out down there, you once include how sense of, the is wherever I am intended to be present. Michelle Matthews, chief tutor with 2010, says she was acute to support the identical, beautiful sense of one website to else. She says several family were concerned it might be loose in the go. Yet, she explainable to them how the sense was within them and would emit about their new household, the chief tutor says. Though on a boring day, we're in Scotland so we don't include the top of weather, the lighting is flow via and how makes you sense so lot superior, she adds. Slight miracle, the chief tutor says, one slight lady newly said her it was such a amazing high school. Architects Stallenbrand told they had put the house on a center website to enable top use of its big grassed region about it. they designed to be managed by regional impact with rock of the neighboring Blinkbonny pit as so as referring the disastrous rock of Kelso Abbasi. And the pointed rooftop? It is outlined as encouraged by the conventional pitched roofs of a national borders top road. So does all the do a distinction to formation? Dr. Maid Lawler, Chief of Location at Architectural and Style Scotland, says down there is no question how so designed schools can assist family find out, though large training could occur in nearly any kind of installation. Which large environment's stake is the capacity to allow learners to sense convenient and disputed, he says. They are places wherever they can discover supporting while they sense tense and get feedback loop on their artistic achievements. Broomlands' initial urge to ensure precisely how type of installation for its school students, independently of if it wins a style confer after the monthly or no. All pictures are copyrighted.